So I'll say I do have 50 feet of hempen rope,
Nice.
which is good, and I am going to head down, try and find a good place to tie that off, and descend into the first pit. So how close was the? So there was like a like kind of an overlook. You said just before the spiders
Yeah.
that there was like a drop, hallway, another drop. How close was that to the spider cavern?
Um, about halfway down.
Okay, so like there was some distance. It's not like you're just outside the spider cavern and they
Yeah.
can see you in the. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's also been a little bit now.
hmm I mean, I also want to. There's hopefully only one spider left there, but like I'm not. I don't know if I'm in much shape to fight that, especially with Riergan not having any spell slots and being a little winded.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
she's like, well, there's nothing really to grab onto here. We can tie your rope to it or your pole to it, lower you down.
so like stick the pole in the ground, tie it to the pole,
Yeah,
descend.
go wide up against and
Oh,
descend.
oh, that's kind of clever. And I'm not super heavy. I wear light armor. I don't have much. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Ah, I will. I will do that. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Do you
So
want
glad
her?
I have Riergan.
Do you want her to come down with you?
Sure. Because like I don't know what is going to be here. I was thinking we would go down that hallway, and if it's just me and something ambushes me, oops, it's not great.
Yeah,
I do have a net though, at
it's
least,
true.
which I should use at some point. Because that feels useful. All right, so we descend.
Yeah.
Uh,
Go ahead and make athletics or an acrobatics with advantage.
I will do acrobatics because I believe I actually have that trained. Let me double check. Yeah, acrobatics. So I'm gonna have a +5 to this, I think.
Nice.
So either a. Oh, I cannot roll today.
Let's go.
Okay. 10.
I mean, that's fine. That's enough to.
Okay.
You're not like getting attacked and harried as you do this. It's really just
Yeah.
like what quality. You're a little more
hmm
muddy. It's a little more
hmm
unceremonious than you would like.
Yeah.
And
Um,
Riergan will follow you down.
Riergan. Yeah.
She gets 15.
50. Oh my god. Yeah, and that's a +1 if it's acrobatics because she's got a
Yeah,
+1 dex.
nice. Yeah. Okay. So,
Riergan just repels.
yeah, pretty much.
There's a hallway.
The two where you were down here. It's roughly 30 feet wide.
hmm
You're up against, like it's rough rock with, like loose soil where the ground
hmm
has been, like it's kind of deposited over the many years of stuff kind of tumbling into the hole, right, and beginning to stick and everything.
hmm
Overall, you immediately have a sense of foreboding being down here.
Oh.
And you're about 15 feet away from that second hole if you want to take a look down there.
I will very cautiously, because I don't want to. I want to be careful and like before getting closer, like test the ground, so that it's not gonna be like I get too close and like it slips in kind of thing.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah,
so definitely like testing the ground
that's
before
awesome.
I
So
do anything like that.
I will say with that information, you were able to suss out that indeed many spots near the edge of this hole would fall away if given the
Okay.
opportunity. But you do find a manner of approach that you feel safe and comfortable with.
All right. So I will take that safe approach and gaze into the abyss.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a survival or a nature.
Let's see. I want to say I have at least one of those. Yeah, that's gonna be my best bet. So it's a +3 survival. 19. My
Nice.
best roll tonight.
Okay, so you smell underneath the dirt, right? Underneath the fresh soil,
hmm
and like this sharp metallic tang, right? This taste.
hmm
You also smell just a hint of like corpse rot and decay. Not
Oh,
plant like matter, but something's flesh.
Oh boy, like coming from the pit or just
Mm-hmm.
kind of everywhere. I will cautiously back away from the pit.
Yeah. Go ahead
Uh,
and do me a perception with advantage.
3, so 16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so for a brief moment as you're kind of moving away, you kind of the only way I can describe it is almost like an unfocusing of your eyes that allow you
Mm-hmm.
to perceive the barest hint of photo, not like luminescence, but like reflective uh,
Oh,
iris or carapace,
some. Oh,
something shining back at you ever so slightly.
oh boy. I don't like this. Is this the same? And this is the same pit as the stairs fell into, right? Just
Um,
from a different area?
figure the stairs
Mm-hmm.
were built on top of a sinkhole. So for a
Okay.
long time, the superstructure and the soil around the mega dungeon has been falling away, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
cleared out this like kind of illogical and unnatural shape in space. And then the
Wonderful.
stairs fell away too. So you have
Uh,
this vault, you have this chasm that's opened up,
mm-hmm.
right? And now that you're seeing this and kind of starting to piece it all together, you're like, there are
Oh, there's
big
some.
bugs can dig through the earth pretty effectively. And that might be
Oh,
why there's a little more sense to this as opposed to just being a hole in the ground.
wonderful. All right, I would explain this to Riergan.
Yeah, it's just like, so
Say,
what's going on? Does it stink?
it does. There's, I think, giant digging bugs that are carving out, and that's creating structural instability, causing this dungeon to fall apart, since all its ground support is now holes. There's corpses, probably, maybe undead. And there is this weird hallway we could check out. I mean, pathway, cavern, which doesn't go down there, which we should avoid, because we'll die.
Just like, so walk away from that carefully.
Oh, very,
So
very
we going
carefully
down the
back.
hallway? I mean, we're already down here. It hasn't
Yeah,
attacked.
oh, of course, yeah. Down the weird, the spooky hallway.
Down the spooky hallway.
Again, ready for something to jump out at me and go,
Okay, so how far down the hall
I'll,
down this hallway will you go?
I'll stop at I'll first like go in about 30 feet because that's going to be the range of my dark vision that I'll still be able to see the entrance and what lies ahead
Sure.
and see if I see anything at that point or no.
When you say the entrance, you mean the rope you tied off?
Because I know I'm going to have to leave the rope somewhat out of sight. All right, so that's where we tied off the rope.
Yeah.
Up there would be the spider pit.
Yeah, up
Um,
up and down in, right?
so
Going north is
the
just the hallway leads to somewhere else.
and the
And then
west to the west is the pit, right?
no, the pit's that circle I drew right there.
Oh, the pit's the
Oh,
circle.
the
Oh, we are
sink
going around the pit.
yeah, the
Oh.
sinkhole I didn't actually draw.
So heading north. Okay, I misunderstood. I thought it like narrowed. So that was there. So this is all like kind of interconnected stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting, interesting. And it was the orange sinkhole that I looked in that had the weird stuff, or was it this black pit right
The
by the
black
rope?
one.
Okay,
You could
gotcha,
still go
gotcha.
inspect the sinkhole if you wanted.
I'll take some liberties going around that pit, keeping some good distance there. And I do want to go around and inspect the sinkhole.
Okay.
Again, doing the same sort of thing. I don't have my 10-foot pole with me to poke at stuff, but like
Yeah.
I'm expecting the ground here, especially knowing what I know now, to be very loose.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I am going to roll a 2d20 actually. As you're spending
ooh,
a lot of time wandering around in this area, baiting this
mhm.
creature into coming and finding you.
Oh
So
boy.
2d20, either of them is 17 or higher.
Uh-oh.
Double 18.
Oh boy. What is
So,
attacking us?
yeah, so you were moving, I imagine, at a leisurely pace?
Yeah,
Or were because you
probably.
were being a little ginger, right?
Yeah.
Let's call it 20 feet as opposed to 30, right? But not 10.
Mhm.
So you were there, 5, 10, 15, 20. I need you to roll a d20.
20.
Okay. We'll go again. 5, 10, 15, 20. Go again.
3.
Okay. So you are on the map I drew you. You actually you see that little dot that's above the stairs that looks like it's an
Yeah,
accident. That's almost
I there?
exactly where you are.
Oh boy.
In on my map, that's almost exactly where you are. When you feel
Wonderful.
all of the ground underneath you shift once, as something
Uh-oh.
very large has just moved itself and displaced a ton of the earth underneath you. You, my friend, get to roll initiative on the next video.
Oh boy.